Hi everyone, this is Ananta Paulus, and today's video is about what can we do as Reiki practitioners and Reiki masters to help heal the world in today's day and age with the pandemic and everything that we are facing right now with the COVID-19 situation. And this is a very good question and a very valid question, of course, that what can we do, how can we contribute towards making the world a better place and towards achieving the healing that we are all looking for as a mass consciousness. So here are some of the suggestions that I would like to offer. Of course, first of all, you always have to start with yourself. If for whatever reason you are feeling anxious, depressed, or angry, maybe even because of the lack of freedom that we are feeling these days, because of the restrictions that have been placed on us. Of course, they have all been placed because for our own well-being, but a lot of people might be feeling a lot of frustration, anxiety, and anxiousness around it. So if you are feeling any kind of negative emotions around that, the first and foremost thing would be to start by healing yourself. Just like on an aircraft, the announcement that is made is in times of turbulence, you have to put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you start helping somebody else with their oxygen mask. So always start with yourself, start with healing yourself, especially if you're not feeling very stable right now, emotionally and mentally. Also, if you are already a Reiki practitioner, then you probably already know how to do distant healing. If not, if that is something you are interested in learning, then check out the link in my video, because I have been giving a massive discount ever since the pandemic started on my Reiki Complete Healing program. And if you are interested in learning distant healing, and if you're interested in learning Reiki and becoming a Reiki master, then definitely check that link out. If you already know how to do distant healing, then that's awesome, because you can be doing distant healing on your friends and family who are actually affected by the virus. You could also be doing a distant healing on specific locations, specific countries as well. The countries or locations which are badly hit by the pandemic. Or you could even do a healing session on the whole world as well. That will be beneficial too. So there is no right or wrong way of going about it. You can choose whether you want to do it on the whole world, or whether you want to do on specific locations, specific countries, or whether you want to go even more specific and do it specifically for certain people, maybe your friends and family across the continent. So as you all know, as Reiki practitioners, that the Reiki energy is non-local. So you don't have to be face-to-face in touch with the person in order for your healing sessions to be effective. So which is really one of the greatest benefits of energy healing modalities such as Reiki, because all other healing modalities like acupuncture, acupressure, massage, you have to be with the person present. Otherwise, over a distance, you couldn't be doing that. You couldn't be doing a massage session or acupuncture or acupressure sitting here in the US, and if your family, let's say if they are in New Zealand, Australia, India, wherever they are in, it is just not possible. But with energy healing modalities, that's beautiful, because time and distance does not exist. So you could be doing a distant Reiki for your friends and family who might be affected. And of course, there are various ways of doing distant healing. Just pick the way that you like the most. If you like using surrogates, that's fine. If you like using some kind of visualization tools, that's fine. Feel free to experiment with the different Reiki symbols as well. There is no specific symbol that is more effective over something else during this pandemic, specifically for the virus. Like sometimes I get asked if there is any specific symbol that I would recommend to help people heal from the corona. And really, there is no specific symbol that you can use. You can choose to use all of the symbols, or you can just pick any one that you like, or you can pick any 2 or 3 of the symbols. It doesn't really matter, because as I always mention in my Reiki workshops, as well as in the Reiki program, that the symbols are really just an invocation of the energy. So you can invoke the energy even without the symbols. So it's absolutely all right. If you want to use symbols, go for it. If you don't, that's fine too. And one of the most important thing that I always like to mention in my Reiki classes is that don't consider yourself as a healer. It's all right that, for lack of a better term, you might use the word Reiki healer or Reiki master in your business cards or on your website. That's fine. But internally, don't think that you are the healer who is supposed to be healing the world and healing everybody else. What I always specify and what I always emphasize in my workshops is this, that as Reiki practitioners, we are really just the channels. We are the vehicles or the mediums through which this Reiki energy flows. So we are not really the healers, even though, for lack of a better word, or just for regular day-to-day use, you might just use the term healer loosely. That's all right, as long as you know internally that we are not really the healers, but we are just the channels or the vehicles or the mediums through which this energy is passed on. And the Reiki energy is intelligent energy. This energy already knows what it needs to do. And so our only job is really to be a vehicle for this energy, to be a channel for this energy. We are not the healers, and it is not our job to play God. It is not our job to fix the world or heal the world and make it a better place. That is not our job. Our only duty, our only responsibility is just have the intention of highest and best good for all parties involved, and just be a clear channel for this Reiki energy to flow. The energy will do whatever it is supposed to do. And also don't forget that everybody comes into this life experience with their own personal journeys, and it is not our job to mingle with that journey. It is not our job to interfere with that journey. And even if we want, we cannot really interfere with that journey, because everybody comes with their own purpose, with their own set of intentions. And those intentions at a spiritual level, they are so much more powerful that even if we want, we cannot really interfere with that higher intention that we as spiritual beings come into these physical lives with. So don't try to control the outcome. Don't feel that you are the healer and you are here to fix the world, because the world is such a broken place that you need to fix it and make it perfect to your liking. Don't try to control the outcome. And finally, I would also like to say that keep your perspective and don't give up. So even if you see that you are doing these healing sessions but it's not doing much, maybe you are doing it for your friends or family and you don't see much results coming from it, don't just give up thinking that it is not working. Because this energy healing that we do with Reiki, it starts working at the energetic levels first, at the root cause first. It is not like surgery, or it is not like Western medicine. You have a headache, you take a painkiller, it works immediately. It's not always like that with energy work. The reason being that the energy starts working at the root level, at your physical, mental, and emotional levels. And sometimes even when you don't see with your eyes the transformation happening, but the change actually happens at an internal level that might not be initially visible. So don't just give up, and keep that into perspective, that energy does not work like traditional medicine. It is not like surgery. It is not an invasive kind of medicine. It is not like the regular medicines that the doctors may prescribe if you have a stomachache or headache. It doesn't work like that, because traditional Western medicine tends to work on the symptoms. It works straight away on the symptoms. But energy medicine works on the underlying issues, the underlying causes. And that's why sometimes the results might take a little bit longer for them to be visible, because the underlying causes might be manifold. So don't just give up just because you don't see immediate results like you would see with surgery or traditional medicine. Keep on doing it, have faith, and remember that everybody is here for their own journey. So you don't really have the say, or you don't really have control over who is going to live, who is going to die, who is going to heal, and how fast. All that you do have a control over is being a clear vehicle or a clear vessel of this energy. And in order to maintain yourself as a clear channel, as a clear vehicle of this energy, the one thing that you could do is to keep on working on yourself. So always start by doing a healing session on yourself. Clean yourself up first before you start channeling this energy. And that's the best that you can do for anybody and for the world anyways. So I hope that video helped, and if you like that video, then please like, share, and comment and subscribe to my channel, because as I mentioned before, your love is what keeps me going and what makes me do these videos regularly. So subscribe to my channel and check out the link below if you are interested in becoming a Reiki master or learning distance healing. Bye for now.